The Surface Laptop has been given two enormous tasks: challenge the MacBook Air and help Microsoft win back the education sector from Google's Chromebooks. But with Windows 10s behind it, is it up to the task? My name's Alex Radu, and welcome to All Hands on Tech. It would be impossible to review the Surface Laptop without also reviewing Windows 10s. This doesn't bode well for the latest Surface device, as the light version of Windows 10 only holds the Surface Laptop back from reaching its full potential. This prevents it from becoming the must-have notebook of this price range. Thankfully, a quick, yet annoying fix is available. But before we get to the negatives, the Surface Laptop should be considered another win for the Surface family. Microsoft has succeeded when it comes to creating a line of premium notebooks, tablets, and desktops, and the Surface Laptop is no exception. That sleek, aluminum look that we have come to expect with Surface devices is back, and this time there are even more color options. While we have the Platinum device on hand, it also comes in burgundy, cobalt blue, and graphite gold. Unlike the Surface Book, the laptop ditches the aluminum for an Alcantara fabric for the keyboard deck. The fabric, which Microsoft claims is imported from Italy and laser cut to fit every device, may take some getting used to since the majority of us have only been using metal-plated devices, but it looks and feels great. And like the other Surface devices, the trackpad, and especially the keyboard, continue to be some of the best. Due to the nature of the fabric on the keyboard deck, Microsoft was able to allocate space differently on the Surface Laptop. They've called the fabric breathable, allowing them to place the speakers, for instance, right under the keyboard. The fabric itself is also spill resistant, so don't worry about getting it too dirty. Power-wise, Microsoft has packed in the latest Kaby Lake i5 or i7 Intel Core processors and as much as 16 gigs of RAM. While this is certainly impressive, Apple has gotten rid of this advantage with their own announcement that the next MacBooks will also be using Kaby Lake processors. As for the battery life, Microsoft is claiming 14.5 hours on a single charge, although from my experience, that seems closer to 11 hours. Considering the price point of the Surface Laptop, its specs are perfectly capable of handling anything a user looking for this kind of device would need. One thing to note about the device is that there is just a single USB 3.0 and a DisplayPort. If you're wondering where the USB-C port is, Microsoft has a workaround with the USB-C adapter releasing later this year. That leaves us with Windows 10s. The operating system, which is essentially just Windows 10 Lite, is what Microsoft is hoping will take back the education sector from the dominant Chromebooks. For now though, it still has a long way to go. Windows 10s has one big limitation. It can only download apps from the Windows Store. The problem is, well, the Windows Store is subpar at best. The generic Microsoft apps, like Word, Excel, and other Office 365 services work great, but that's about it. I downloaded the free version of Photoshop on the Windows Store, Photoshop Express, and I can confidently say I have more editing options on my smartphone than I do on the Surface Laptop. The main problem lies in the target audience. The Surface Laptop itself isn't going to be sold to K-12 school districts. It lies outside of the average school budget, so they'll have to wait for various Microsoft OEM partners to sell their own cheaper devices with Windows 10s attached. Instead, the Surface Laptop is pointed directly at students near the end of high school and in university, plus teachers, and Windows 10s is just way too limiting. Students and teachers are not going to want to spend $1,000 plus on a device that not only forces them to use Bing and Microsoft Edge, which still don't hold a candle to Google and Chrome, but prevents them from downloading anything not on the Windows Store. Spoiler, that's a whole lot. On the bright side, if you purchase the Surface Laptop in 2017, you can upgrade to the regular version of Windows 10 for free, and afterwards for $50. The Surface Laptop itself is another win for Microsoft. It looks and feels great, and it further proves that Microsoft has replaced Apple as the trendsetter in the notebook department. The only negative note is Windows 10s, and there is a simple fix, even if it may cost you $50 extra down the line. Thanks for watching All Hands on Tech. If you're interested in the Surface Laptop, be sure to tell us what you think in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.